We have ignition. Strap in.
Straight Talk with Matt HASLEY. Every Monday and Friday, 9 p.m. Central Time. Only on Armed Radio Global.
It's that time. It's time for some Straight Talk. This is your host, Matt HASLEY, coming at you. It's Wednesday night, February 1st. Wow. January's in the books. 2017. Rocking by. Before too long, you'll be turning on those Christmas lights again, Joe Rocks. Rather than taking them down. Why take them down? You only got 11 months before Christmas again. So, yeah, we got just about ready. Going to start any minute for you late night golfer fans. Hello, Valerie. Welcome to the show. We got Dubai Desert Classic going to be live. We're going to have looks like 5 hours of coverage. 11. Actually, it'll be 11 till 3, 4 hours of coverage. So if you're looking at it, you can watch the Dubai Desert Classic. See Tiger, some of the players there. We got. I had a question asked why Bryson DeChambeau's putter wasn't legal last week. We also are going to talk about who and what are going where with what equipment. We got some funny golf stories. We got a little bit about Super Bowl. Got a funny story about my wife. Also, I got a crazy... I don't know how to explain it, but it's a kind of a demonic story to tell you about that's been happening. Really freaky. Stands the hair up on my neck when I talk about it. Also, if you got a little bit of money, you can buy Arnold's Masters Trophy. Hank, welcome to the show. And yes, I'll be there Saturday. Also, some other news in the golf business. But yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. We have, if you, wherever you are at, or if you want to talk about something, post it up there. Tell me what you want to talk about. Love to see it. Give me a note that you're live with me so I can tell, and I'll do it. I'll give you a shout out as you come on. If you got any questions or anything you'd like to talk about, post it up there. We can talk about it. But a lot of people were wondering, Tiger's playing in the. He's got 11:15 p.m. tee time, which at Eastern time, so that's 10:15. So about an hour and not quite 15 minutes. Hello, Whitney. Welcome to the show. Tiger's going to be teeing off here in about an hour and 10 minutes. So if you want to watch late golf, you can watch him. Check him out. He's over in the Dubai Desert Classic. Also, I'm also on 5 platforms right now. I'm on Facebook Live. I'm on Periscope Live. I'm on TuneIn, Spreaker.com, and also Ustream TV. So we're broadcasting Arm Radio Global on multiple platforms, trying to get everything out there. Special thanks to our sponsors out there, Eat24.com. If you haven't ate yet, well, log on to Eat24.com. Download that app for your favorite mobile device. Click order and eat. It's just like a food truck in your pants. Really, it's that easy. Also, hot sauce, Vault.com. Louis got it from Hottest from the Hots, Wimpy for the Wimp. He's got it, gag gifts, you name it. Log on to hotsaucevault.com and get it coming to you. Also, Lyft, Lyft. Need a ride somewhere? Well, log on to Lyft.com. They'll get you there. Bryson DeChambeau, apparently his putter, he's putting this weird side saddle looking thing. Dickie, welcome back. Dick Cole. Thanks for tuning in to the show. But we're talking about Bryson DeChambeau, how he is actually, he's got that Sammy Snead side saddle going. Kind of a weird thing to watch if you've never seen somebody that side saddles putt before. But apparently the USGA ruled his putting style illegal, or not his putter, and it had to do with the angle. Welcome back, Bear Brigade Joe Meehan. Welcome to the show. But, it's... It was evolved from Sam Snead's experimentation with croquet-style putting. Taylor Sprank, welcome to the show. Hello, Taylor. Been a long time, but it was ultimately banned by the USGA. So why is the putter non-conforming? So the putter needs to have a shaft enter the head at a minimum angle. And DeChambeau's center-shafted putter, at least one, several submitted by DeChambeau to the USGA, apparently doesn't meet standards. Well, apparently Facebook shut me down, Facebook Live. So we're going to restart this back up there. So what happened there? So got to rotate it around. There we go. Let's go back, go live, and there we go. So apparently Facebook shut me down. I don't know what it was. Maybe I was talking about DeChambeau's putter. Maybe they didn't like that. So be it non-conforming, it says the shaft must have a enter at a minimum angle. I'm not exactly sure what the minimum angle is. DeChambeau's center shafted putter, at least one of the several submitted by DeChambeau to the USG, apparently doesn't meet the standard. So when DeChambeau played in the Career Builder Challenge, he hello, Shelly Benz. He used a putter with a shaft located in the back of the half circle shaped head. So it says they made several requests, and I guess they've been getting kind of like back and forth reasons of why, not exactly sure. They're getting, information back and forth that's really been confusing. The USJ will continue to scrutiny with the hope of getting him to abandon the side saddle stroke. And I tell you what, I don't like it. I seen a guy that used to side saddle putt, and I don't like how he's bracing it and he's anchoring it off his arm. Chris Foley, welcome to the show. Welcome, Chris. Long time. But, Chris, we're just talking about DeChambeau's putter. I know you probably heard about it being non-conforming, stuff like that. Well, I just think the side saddle is just a goofy thing. But, I mean, I was a traditionalist putter, putted with the Answer style head, which is, old Ping Answer style. And I went to the mallet, finally broke down, went to a mallet putter, and now putt with a claw. Took a little bit of time getting used to it, but hey, I mean, change happens. So, as we got this week coming on, we got the Dubai Desert Classic. That's going to start any minute. It's going to be live here on the Golf Channel, so if you want to tune in there, you can catch it that way. Also, we got, starting tomorrow, you got the Waste Management at the TPC at Scottsdale, which they got the coolest thing in golf. Skybox 16. It's called the greatest show on turf. They totally surround the hole, and the hole turns into a stadium atmosphere with, it's just nuts. If you haven't seen it, you can actually, well, probably a little bit late now, but if you would have got in early enough, you could have bought, like Skybox tickets and everything like that, and they had like a pass thing that you could have bought, and it was actually by the Waste Management, the company. So like people do like corporate deals. What it was is the package included 34 Skybox badges per day, and that's Tuesday through Sunday. Complimentary breakfast, lunch buffet, an open bar, 20 general admission tickets per day, Wednesday through Sunday. 4 Bird's Nest general admission tickets per day, 2 valet parking passes, good all week, 15 reserve parking passes Tuesday through Sunday, Skybox recognition in the Waste Management Phoenix Open souvenir program, and it had to be purchased by a certain date. Only cost you cool $50,000. Yeah. So if you had $50,000 to throw up for your company or whatever, you could turn it into a really neat atmosphere for your people that work for you. But what was a cool thing today that went out, Jordan Spieth's caddy, Michael Greller, he said, the old adage, put up or shut up, they're saying. This happened, it came out on the Golf Channel. It was a Golf Central blog. Well, it says, normally Spieth hits the shots and holds the trophies, so he gets the spotlight. But Greller got his chance on Wednesday at the Waste Management Phoenix Open. He took full advantage. Spieth offered his caddy a shot at the famed 16th hole at TPC Scottsdale. Pro-Am partner Michael Phelps got the thousands packed in the stadium fired up, and Greller went pin seeking. He said it was the greatest shot he's ever hit in his life. He said, Spieth said after the round, he's had lots of rough moments when it comes to golf, famous par threes, and he stuck one on 17 at Sawgrass, and now 1 to 6 feet where Michael Phelps on the MC. So really cool experience. I was happy for him. A lot of times I'm rooting for a funny story, but to sit there and put up or shut up. It says, when you got somebody sit there and says, "Here you go," it's kind of like the old tin cup deal. Hey, when he's going to hit that shot, and he tells him, if you hit that shot, you're fired, But this was kind of the opposite. He wanted him to hit it. But do you, Chris asking me a question, do you think they should do that at more tournaments? Yes, absolutely. The whole thing about golf is for the fans. Everything about the fans, the fan experience, the fan getting out there to watch it, promoting golf, doing everything you can do to create the buzz about golf, to build up more money to go to charity. I think definitely. I think the waste management, people should take that right there and go all out. And the tour should push it. The 17th at TPC at Sawgrass is another one that they do. They have a camera on that hole. They need to have a camera on the waste management every all round. It's like at Augusta, you have certain holes that they have cameras on. I think it's great. And I think the tour needs to do is push that. I think the John Deere Classic could do it. They could do it with the 16th hole that runs along the creek side, build up the stadium around it. I think it's something that needs to be pushed. You look at every sport. You got baseball, basketball, football. It's all about the fans. And if people don't realize that, a lot of these tour players, they think it's all about them. And they don't realize the only reason why they're getting the huge checks they're getting and the money they're getting is because the fans go to watch it. And that's why there's all this money in golf. And the main reason why there's money in golf is because of Tiger, who's just about ready to tee off. Tiger is pushed the money into golf and made golf cool. For Chris and I growing up, we loved golf. I mean, we were growing up in golf. We caddied. We did everything. We spent all our time around golf. We lived at the golf course. But kids nowadays, they got so many other things that are pulling their attention every different direction. We need to do is make it to where these kids want to go play, want to go watch. And to go sit in a crowd like that, they're always so afraid of, ooh, you got to be quiet. You can't say a word. Oh, you can't click your photograph. Your phone. These tour players need to do is stick some earplugs in if it bothers them about clicking. If the clicking of the camera bothers them that bad, put an earplug in. Tee off with them. Dan, you're welcome to the show. But if you see, these tour events, if they more events started doing what they're doing, the Skybox at 16 at TPC at Scottsdale, I tell you what, I think it would be just huge. I think every event should have something like that. Copy it. Try to get, you're trying to just get more people involved. That's all you're trying to do. Do on a Wednesday. Do a shootout. Get people to try to qualify for it to where they go out there and hit for prize money. Do it on a Monday. Do it on a day other than the actual tournament. Do something to get the fan to want to go there, to get recognized. That's all they want. Fan wants to experience and be, they want to be where the tour player interacts with them. I've seen it to where I had one kid who worked for me, and I shouldn't call him a kid because he's in his 30s, a great guy. He worked for me up in Sterling when I worked up there. He idolized Greg Norman. And if he's listening tonight, he'd tell you the same story. He was listening Monday night, but he went up and he went to see Greg Norman, and Greg Norman walked out. It was at the PGA at Medina. He walked out. He was with a friend of his, and Raids, welcome to the show. And he walked out and was standing right there. Greg Norman's 3 feet from him. And he says, he could barely get it out. He's a young kid. He goes, Mr. Norman, this is 20 years ago. He goes, can I get your autograph? And Greg had apparently had a bad round and stormed out and said, hey, kid, I ain't got time. And split right between both of them and went to the car. From then on, he hated Greg Norman. And it was all because of how he reacted or how he interacted with him. From the day the second you walk onto that, how you doing, Joe? Welcome to the show, Joe Bean. Kimberly, welcome to the show. Is the second you walk onto the grounds at a tour event, you're there to wine and dine and treat everybody and be polite. People got to realize that you're there to put on a show. Doesn't matter what show it is, you're there for a show. And it's just like a football player or a basketball player or a baseball player, hockey player, soccer player, you name it. Some sports programs or some events get it. Some don't. Some think it's about them. And some don't. They go, oh, that's a stupid question. Might not be a stupid question. Might not be as dumb as you think. Nick, welcome to the show. Is people don't realize that to some person that's asking, it might not be a dumb question. A lot of people have never been that close to the tour event. They don't understand the life of a tour event or a tour player going from week to week to week. It's a grind. Not everybody can go, hey, I'm only going to play, 13, 14 events like Tiger and gear for the majors. Some of them play 30 events. But, it's a different atmosphere. So, I'm hoping he can play well. He's set to tee off in, I think it's an hour, and right now he's looking at a little less than an hour. He's on the putting green, so you're going to be able to watch it live on the Golf Channel. So if you want to do one of my shows over, I'm going to be watching it. They're going to have a replay tomorrow. You think about golf needs a phenom like Tiger. Rory had to withdraw because he's still with his ribs. So when is Rory going to be back? I don't know. Rory and Tiger, as a competing duo, that's great. But they need somebody. I don't think there'll ever be anybody like Tiger that it wins like that. Tiger is just one of those players that, you can't deny how great he is. A lot of people dislike him because of how great he is. A lot of people dislike him because of his, how he messed around with women. That's him. I care about him as a player. And I met with one of my reps this week, and he said the most money he ever made in the golf business is when Tiger Woods was winning all the time. He said, I never sold a single club that he, was sponsored by. He sold for a different company. But he drives the business. I met with Callaway this week. I got to see their product line. Callaway's got several new drivers out. Got got that awesome looking new Epic driver with the jailbreak technology. Got the hold, it looks great. I'm going to get me one. Coming, should be here sometime. Trent, welcome to the show. Welcome back. Trent, I got to see the new Callaway line this week. Struvey. Struvey stopped by and he showed me the new Epic driver. It looks pretty good. I saw the new irons. Apparently, speaking of golf companies, Hogan files for Chapter 11, which is kind of depressing to see that. Then I also heard that Mizuno is not making irons anymore. I was like, what? They're kind of getting out of the business of selling. How you doing, Trent? We were talking about the Dubai Desert Classic, how Tiger is going to be teeing off here in about less than an hour. So if you want to stay up late and watch golf, there you go. Some people like him, some people don't. I hope he plays good because I want to see him drive the business. I love to see him start winning again. He really helps with brings people to golf that don't normally play. But a lot of cool stuff after the show. The PGA show, merchandise show is done. They got a cool thing that you can do is right now Arnold Palmer's Masters Trophy is up for sales, up for auction. Right now they're, let's see, I want to say it is right now. Let's see what it's going for. It's up at $107,000 and counting. So $107,181 and counting. In addition to the Green Jacket Masters champs, gets a trophy in shape Augusta National's clubhouse. The 13.5 inch, 6.5 inch tall, and weighs 20 pounds. If you ever seen them all together, I figured, when Tiger had, at one time he had the Tiger Slam. He had all 4 trophies at one time. I saw him at the PGA Merchandise Show one year. Of course, the Wanamaker Trophy for the PGA Championship is the biggest. You got, I think it's the U.S. Open. Then you got, probably size-wise, it's probably the Masters Trophy, and then you have the Open Championship, the British Open, we call it. But they, to see all 4 together was really cool. They think that the Masters Trophy would go for about $250,000, but that'd be pretty cool looking. So it was, you get a piece of history like that. That would be nice to have. And with Arnold Palmer passing away, which is sad, it's probably going to do is increase it in value, I would think. My brother has a set that is exact same set, woods, irons, everything that Nicklaus played on tour. I don't know if that will go up in value or something, especially until he probably retires, but I think that would have to have something to do with his, him still being that set of irons. I don't know. Well, it says, you talk about this year, who's switching brands? Who's switching clubs? Well, Tiger, of course. Tiger went to TaylorMade, which was not a big shocker to me, I don't think. Well, because Nike going out of the business. Rory, when he gets healthy, will be with Callaway. And we got Lydia. Oops, I got a screen pop up here. Lydia Ko went to PXG. She's a flat-out player. You got Paul Casey. Paul Casey went to. He was with Nike. He went with deal with TaylorMade and a ball endorsement with Titleist. You have Daniel Berger, the former Rookie of the Year, will be playing Callaway, switching from TaylorMade. You got Bubba Watson, is still with Ping Clubs, but he's playing the Volvic golf ball, which is kind of surprising. You got Michelle Wee, she went with Callaway. You have Smiley Kaufman. He made a deal with TaylorMade. You got Harris English He went back to Ping, signed a multi-year deal. He left Callaway to go to there. So, I mean, you got people going back and forth. You got Patrick Rogers, which is two-time Walker Cup player, signed with Callaway. You got Sean O'Hare. He is left TaylorMade for Titleist deal. So, I mean, you see a lot of players switching, going back and forth, going from the major companies. You don't see, I think Callaway, Titleist, and TaylorMade are your three brands. They're signing them all, and PXG, of course. But PXG doesn't sign a ton of people. But those are the four major companies that are signing people, besides Titleist. Titleist is number one ball in golf right now. Callaway is selling very strong in golf balls. So, I mean, I sold quite a few of them last year. So, if you, cool stuff that came out at the show. I got to see, different product showcase. I mean, they're always, everything's going tech now. Everything's going GPS. Everything's going, you get your smartwatches. I got a little, one of those, you got your little, you get it over here. Your Nike, or not your Nike, your iWatch. They get yardages on those and everything like that. Everything's done by GPS. It's so slick how everything's done nowadays. It helps for speed of play, user friendly. When they get too much, where they're having to get out the binoculars and do everything, I like front, middle, back. Give me the yardages or yardages to certain things quick. Too much information slows play down. Basic amount of information speeds play up. That's what I like. Fanduel is apparently, everybody talking about how, gambling and everything like that. Well, apparently Fanduel is adding golf to its daily fantasy sports contests. Fanduel is not legal here in Iowa or DraftKings, stuff like that, but I wouldn't doubt too long if they can make money at these sports books around or whatever, and grease enough wheels, as you want to call it. They pay enough to the states, they'll probably get it passed eventually. Illinois does, you can play the slot machines right in the bars. So eventually, someday, I know that they don't want to lose it. I never could understand why in Iowa that it's illegal to, and I don't smoke, but why in Iowa it's illegal to smoke at a restaurant or a bar, but you can smoke at a casino. I'm like, built two brand new casinos here, one in Bettendorf, one in Davenport, and they allow them to smoke. And I'm like, what's I understand that they say 85% of the people that gamble smoke. That's why. But I bet you if you went and polled the amount of people that go to a bar, probably 85% of them that go to a bar smoke. So, or at least 60%. So, we have Super Bowl coming up this Sunday. It was hilarious. My wife says, so who are the teams playing? And we were eating dinner, and I kind of chuckled, and I said, my son goes, I was going to answer. My son says, Mom, the New England Patriots, Atlanta Falcons. And he says, the Patriots and the Falcons, he said. And she says, and where are the Patriots from? And he says, New England and Atlanta Falcons. And she goes, well, I kind of want to be aware of what's going on. And I say, yeah, you're going to go to work and say, yeah, that Tom Ryan and that Matt Brady. And she just started chuckling because he had already told her the names. And she would act like she knows what's going on to be with it. But she'll watch the Super Bowl. That'd be the only event she'll watch. And the only reason why she's going to watch it is for the commercials. We'll sit there and watch it together. And I have no desire to go out to a bar and go watch it because I can sit at home, have my leisure time sitting there watching the game and enjoy it that way, and watch the commercials. And I'm going to be talking about the commercials next Monday, and we'll decide which ones go out. And I want Friday. Tell me what your favorite tailgating dish, Super Bowl dish is. And who knows, if I like it enough, maybe I'll make it for Sunday and see how it worked out. I know Val could she could tell me a dish and tell me all the ingredients. I look at her like she's speaking Chinese because she'll start talking about doing different things to, separate this and, blanch that and do that. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So, yeah, if you got a favorite sports Super Bowl special tailgate dish, let me know Friday and we'll talk a little bit about that. But apparently Augusta National bought Pep Boys, which is like right down the street from them, and they've which is kind of wild. They're trying to buy up that whole strip there, and they spent big bucks for it. You think about it. Augusta National land grab continues on Washington Road. In October, it was a music store. More recently, an auto repair shop. And no, you shouldn't expect to see either still standing by the time the Masters rolls around. Apparently, according to ABC News, Channel 6, Pep Boys is the latest business to sell its property to Augusta. Both 6 News and CBS News 12 cite property records that show ANGC paid $6.9 million for the store. Mr. Puente, welcome to the show. That's a lot of oil changes for $6.9 million. And that's even more than the $5.35 million that the club reportedly bought the Jay-Z's Music Center for in the fall. So they're buying up that whole strip down there. I wonder what they have plans on doing. Maybe, build up a, hotel. You never know. I mean, when you own Augusta, money is no object. Or maybe it's just the looks. They don't want people to do is sour the look of coming into Augusta. But it says in 2015, Golf Digest reported ANGC had spent $55 million from 1999 to 2014 to buy approximately 100 acres of land around the club. So you imagine, what they're going to do. Augusta will, money is no object. I have one of the ladies that plays in my ladies' league on Thursday. Her son is one of the 2 superintendents at Augusta. She's gone down and played and gone down for the tournament. And I'm like, yeah, rub it in. But that would be pretty cool to go down and play Augusta. So, yeah, they're open only a limited time of the year. And, the greens, they cover them. They got sub-air, if you don't know what it is. They're heated in the, certain times of the year. They got, you name it, they got it. I'd love to go down and just play a little par 3 course and just walk the course. People don't realize how hilly it is at Augusta National. Trent, who I don't know if he's still listening, but Trent's been to Augusta. So, and I guarantee he's been to Augusta. He went down with probably Chip. Yeah, they went down, and it is, the TV doesn't do it justice. It's very hilly. But, this weekend, with the Super Bowl going on, a lot of people don't realize that Tom Brady, when he was younger, worked at 2 golf courses. He, maybe they have got a picture of his resume, and it shows that he worked at 2 different golf courses. It just is cool. I can't read the picture, but I'd have to do is try to zoom it in. But it says he worked at. It's hard to tell, but when he was growing up, so a lot of people that grow up, that's not a bad place to start working. You learn good people skills, learning how to talk to people, and especially as a kid, because everybody you pretty much deal with is older than you. Cool stuff that came out of the PGA merchandise show. You ever play bags? A lot of these, bars and stuff like that have bags. Well, they have a new thing now. It's kind of like bags, but it's done with these little foam golf balls and 3 different holes in it. George, welcome to the show. Are you, where are you at? Are you overseas now, still? But, so, when you look at, they'll have 3 different holes that you can hit to with like little baskets or netting in them, and you chip to them. And it's kind of like bags that way, but it's in a different format. That's really cool. It's not something that you're going to do is if you hit it a little too hard, it's not going to hurt somebody because the it's a soft kind of a. I mean, you could actually hit a full driver at a window, and I'm sure somebody could probably shatter it, knowing some of these long hitters, but it generally won't damage anything. There's cool things came out the show. They had, it's called, make sure I'm saying the right name for it, Aguila, a golf virtual reality trainer, which virtual reality comes to golf instruction. It says plug your phone into the headset, load the app, create a 360-degree experience using actual course images to test your on-course decision-making, improve your course management, and learn through visualization. The only thing I worry about is you actually, if you have to swing it all, with those headsets on, you might end up hurting somebody. Another thing is Callaway has what they call the Golf Fit Sport Band. It's wearable technology made for the golfer in mind, as the band tracks standard fitness metrics, steps taken, heart rate, calories burned, while also working as a golf GPS device. Has 30,000 courses preloaded. Device can track your scores, save rounds, along with fitness data to an app on your smartphone for later review. Bluetooth enabled, can also alert you when you receive phone calls, text, and emails. Kind of like the iWatch, to some extent. Retail value $200, and another app that came out. It's called 4D Motion. It says motion capture technology to become a huge asset to teaching professionals around the world. One company hopes its biomechanical Bluetooth-enabled system is more affordable option for instructors. 4D Motion use set of sensors, as many as 12 and as little as 1, to transmit swing data and app in real time. Swing path, hip rotation, club face angle, etc., all trackable through the app, which allows the user to paint zoom on any graph of data to recognize the specifics of the golfer's motion. You think about that. That could also be for other aspects. Could be, just about anything anything you teach. Another thing they have is the Ernst Sports ES16 Tour Launch Monitor. First launch monitor to combine Doppler radar for measuring speed and dual photometric cameras for tracking motion. And one device, the monitor tracks 14 different ball data categories in 7 club categories. Oh, it's only $5,900. Yeah, just pick one up. I already talked about this one. This was the Tough Lie 360 board. I talked about that last week. That's a pretty cool looking board. You can simulate lies from different angles. Nikon has a new 80 VR laser rangefinder. New vibration reduction feature. I mean, they can adjust for depth, for drop, elevation drop. Pretty cool, different things they can do. You have shot scope, GPS shot tracking. I hate those because they plug into you got to wear a watch, and then they plug into your clubs. Just too much that you actually have to do to to make it to to use the function, you have to either touch it to the watch or the waist, or I just, those things, they don't appeal to me. Just too much user stuff that they have to do. Says want to win $1 million in a putting competition. It's called Major Series of Putting. The Major Series of Putting has kicked off this year with qualifiers around the country. In addition to events at the PGA Show, for those who qualify, you gain entry into the main event. Take place at MSOP Arena, to be built adjacent to Planet Hollywood and Las Vegas Strip. Nicholas Design has designed an 18-hole putting course, and you can see it if you go on to Golf Digest, and you can see cool stuff at the 2017 PGA Merchandise Show. It's an 18-hole putting course to be built and assembled for the championships to take place October 27th through November 5th. So go to MSOP.com, and you can win $1 million if you win that putting competition. Pretty cool. It's not like your average putt-putt course either. It's more like real greens, so pretty cool looking. Tons of other stuff going on out, with throughout the golf business. I mean, they go through all kinds of different things. Head covers, divot tools, you name it. There's all kinds of different things out. Apparently, Callaway has picked up Ogio, has bought Ogio, and now they'll be marketing that. I found that out yesterday. But I think it's going to be a good club year for me for selling. I think it should be. Going to be able to do is focus more on the mainstream brands. I'll be doing a little bit more of Ping, Callaway, TaylorMade. And those are your major golf brands. Can't afford to stock PXG, so you don't see me doing too much of that. But this is a kind of a cool story. You got a young girl, and you wonder the right attitude for enjoying golf. This 9-year-old girl, she wrote this golf. She goes, this is titled Golf is Easy If You Just Follow the Rules. It says, 1, don't say bad words, just say nuts instead. 2, try not to hit your ball in the lake. 3, don't hit anybody in the head. 4, don't bet on it. It's not worth it. 5, don't be rude to people. 6, don't take people's stuff. And 7, have fun. That 9-year-old's got it. She understands the game of golf, and more people would have fun if they just played golf with that aspect. A lot of them don't. A lot of them get too tied up in it, and they get too serious about it. But you get there, kind of the random things that have been found on a golf course and people have found randomly in their golf bag. You get these, 1, making of a crime, brought my bag used on Craigslist, the guy said. He was given the bag a thorough cleaning when he came across 1/8 of dirt weed, and a metal pipe smelled horrible. He found a little pot pipe in it. One night, one of the kids used for work for me years ago found a little piece of wood in the cart, and he says, he goes, "What's this?" And I sniffed it. Oh, I said, "That's freaking a marijuana pipe. It's a little one-hitter marijuana pipe." And all of a sudden, here comes this guy come back, and he says, "Hey, you guys find a piece of wood in the cart?" I turned to him and I go, smoking marijuana is illegal. He goes, "What, on the golf course?" I said, "Anywhere." He goes, "Oh, yeah, you're right." But, I said, "It's in the trash right over there." He says, here's one guy found on the golf course. Spiders, a giant nest of black widows, literally hundreds of them. Yeah. Oh, here's another one guy found, a thong. I had an ex's thong in my golf bag for a while. Yeah, that's real good. Batteries, bunches of them. Well, I guess, you get these people that get these Bluetooth devices and stuff like that, and anything that runs on batteries. They're constantly putting bags in there. And they do is they, charge them up that way, and then they throw the batteries and leave them in the bag. Then the other one was a guy found old beers that he had never. It says, and I like the funny way they worded it. Old beers. I never usually leave these soldiers behind, but he left some beer in his bag, and that probably is not good if one of those gets broken open in your bag. But people sneak beer on all the time. Yeah, we always catch them. They'll have bottled beer out there, and most golf courses don't allow bottled beer. And the reason why they don't allow bottled beer is because you break a glass, it's really hard to clean up on a golf course. So, if I wanted to get into the story I was going to talk about. I had, and people are going to go, yeah, whatever, believe you, whatever not. This happened to me, and it's happened more than once, but this happened last night, and this was a really freaky occurrence, and somebody can tell me what they think is going on if they have any ideas. But about 4 o'clock in the morning, it might have been 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, I had this dream. And I don't remember my dreams for any I don't know if there's any reason to it or not. I just don't remember them. Well, I had this dream where I was with my mother. I don't know why. My mother's still alive. She's 83. She doesn't live with me, of course, but I had this dream that we were upstairs in my old bedroom, and I took her up there to show her something. I said, I got to show you this. And she sat down on my bed, and I handed her a Bible, and she turned and pointed over my shoulder to the right of me, which I was kind of like kneeling alongside the bed. I had grabbed a Bible and was standing there, was going to talk to her, and I have no idea why this is happening, this dream. And all of a sudden, there's this right next to me. I can hear this growling, and the bed starts to shake. And I don't see anything. There's nothing there to be seen, but I can just tell that there's something it's like a dog that's right there, or some beast or something, just growling right there. And the bed is shaking. I wake up and sit up and I'm laying on the couch, and the couch is shaking. And I'm like, okay. Well, I get up and I'm like, I sit up and I'm like, holy crap. And it was, I got the hair standing up on my arms. I'm in total freak mode right there, feeling this. And I'm like, this is just one of those deals where I don't know what's going on. I can't get back to sleep. It had to be 3 o'clock because I didn't get back to sleep till probably 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. I was up awake for the next 2 hours. And I've been trying to research it online to understand what it is, because this has happened more than once. And they call them demonic dream attacks. And I'm like, I have no idea what it is. I don't remember my dreams, so I don't know how all of a sudden this dream I'm remembering. It's weird. And everybody's got any insight into it, or anybody get any kind of tips to it? A lot of people be, oh yeah, you're making it up or whatever. I don't know. It's something weird. I've had it happen once before. It happened it would go on for went for every night for, I don't know how long it was. It was quite over a period of time. But every night in my dream, it would lift me off the ground and put me on the wall like I was being crucified on the wall with my arms out, and I was held up against the wall. And one of the ladies that I was friends with, she is what it called a sensitive. We've gone paranormal researching together. She told me that you're being attacked by the devil. Ted, welcome to the show, Ted. And I was like, what? And she goes, yeah, you're actually, the devil is attacking you at this moment. And I was like, what? Are you? So, I don't know. It's the craziest thing to have this dream, and it's so vivid. And to wake up and have the whole couch shaking when you wake up out of this dream, it freaked me out. I mean, for 2 hours, I was like, I can't sleep. And I sat up, and I'm just like, what's going on, Ted? Welcome to the show. And I'm just like going, my God, what is going on, you know? I could just, the hair was up on my arms. It was just like going all over my neck, everywhere. I mean, it was just the weirdest feeling in the world to have this full, vivid dream. And I've been trying to find out information about it. I can't, I see things somewhat like it on the internet, but not exactly, to exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know if it's something that, I should be concerned about. But if anybody knows anything about it, yeah, hey, let me know. Yeah, you can reach me multiple ways. I'm on right now. I'm on Spreaker, Ustream, TuneIn, Facebook Live. I'm on Periscope Live. We're broadcasting on 5 different platforms. So if anybody has any idea or they want to send me a line, just do it. You can hashtag a tweet, Arm Radio, or send it to my, log on to Facebook and go to Straight Talk with Matt HASLEY. You can send me a line. If you know of anything what might be going on, give me a little hint. I'd love it. I'd love to, appreciate it. But it's freaking weird. I don't know if you've ever had anything like that. Paranormal dreams. I mean, we have at the golf course I work at, they're doing some remodeling. We're getting ready to do pretty much, start some major remodeling to it. And last year when we did some remodeling, we had paranormal experiences go on. I got videos of, I don't know how to explain them. I tell people, I've shown them to people, and they're going like, holy crap. You can actually see the apparition walking on camera, and it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. We have had one time, this is not this last fall, it happened last year, but the fall before, which is 2 years ago, after our first move when we remodeled or kind of revamped how we set up the clubhouse. Well, we had over the summer we had different things happen, weird things. Well, we're sitting right before Halloween, and we're talking about spooky ghost stories and all this kind of crazy things people get around on Halloween, and we're watching paranormal videos on the internet. And I said, well, I flipped off the light because we started seeing all these like bugs all over the place. And I flipped off the light, and the monitor on the computer, what's up, Carl? Welcome to the show. The monitor started going crazy. I mean, it was the weirdest thing to see this monitor just flicking back and forth. Well, it went to 9 videos left after the video ended, and it's sitting there, and I walked up to the computer, not touching it at all, and I said, and the one girl was sitting right next to me, she worked for me, I said, see the mouse moving like this. I said, you want to watch a video? Pick what video you want to watch. all of a sudden it clicked it and the video started playing. She goes, F this, jumped off her chair and ran out of the shop. She's like, got no more to do with this. I said, so I believe in the paranormal. I believe there's spirits out there. So what happened to me last night, I don't know if it's attack from a demonic attack or what, but I've been told it is. I don't know what to do to try to stop it or what I can do to try to combat it. I wear and I have ever since. I've been wearing it for a year and a half now. It's a scapular. My son gave it to me for Christmas one year, and I'm hoping this will do some protection to me. But I mean, hey, if you got any insight into anybody know anybody that's sensitive or paranormal, that knows anything about paranormal, give me some insight into what this demonic attack that's happened to me. I was telling, if you just tuned in right now, last night, it's probably about 3 o'clock in the morning, I had this dream. I don't remember my dreams, but this one I remembered very vividly last night, where I was with my mother. And I said, here, I want to show you something. I took her up in my old bedroom. I don't know why I was in my old room. And I handed her a Bible. And I went and reached and grabbed another Bible. And I was turning, and she pointed over my shoulder. And she goes and she points like this, and she goes like that to look. And I looked out of the corner of my eye just like this, and it was like something was right next to me growling. Nick, welcome to the show. And I was like, holy crap. And all of a sudden the bed just started just vibrating like that. Well, when I woke up, jarred me awake when I woke up, there the frickin' bed was, or the couch I was laying on was just shaking like this. And I was like, okay, that's too creepy. I won't be able to get back to sleep for a couple hours. Yeah, it was that type of creepy. So if you got any idea, Maria Joe, welcome to the Maria Joe Collis, welcome to the show. Yeah, it's Nick. What's up, Nick? Welcome to the show. Yeah, I got to do is I'll have to get some copies of those photos, and either I'll share them to you on Facebook. It's creepy that you think I got the negatives. I haven't had negatives for photos, and I couldn't tell you how long. So I don't know. Somehow I'm gonna have to do is get them transferred to digital or something like that. But yeah, not much going on otherwise. That we got about 2 minutes left of the show. We're gonna do is talk about next Monday night. We're going to talk about Super Bowl commercials. Friday night we're going to talk about Friday night we're going to talk about your favorite Super Bowl tailgate dish. Call in Friday night. Yeah, call in Friday night. We'll tell your story about that and see if we got any more information, because we're about done right now. We're almost done with the show. Yeah, I'll have you call in, and I'll give you my Skype number. You guys can call in that way, and you can call in live. I don't even know where I'd have to set my I got that on Periscope, running Periscope live. I'd have to do is change that to forward to my Skype number. That way I could do is take live phone calls. Normally I would have it. I didn't set it up before Periscope, but yeah, we'll do is Friday night. We'll talk about some of that, get some weird stories going. See if we get the creepy Friday night. And one of my favorite shows. It's out. It's on Friday nights and Saturday nights. My son, who's 11, and he never makes it up for very much of it, but he loves watching Live PD. That's an awesome show. 6 different departments they're following, and it's kind of creepy because one of the family last week, they found out that one of their family members died by watching the show. So he got shot in his front yard. So, hey, Tiger Woods teeing off at, what time is it? He's going to be teeing off in about 15 minutes. So if you get, start watching on the Golf Channel, and you can check him out. But, hey, it's that time of the night. It's a fast hour. That's all we do. Everybody, be safe out there. If you see something, say something. Be safe. And if you're a concealed carrier, carry and protect yourself. So we'll see you Friday night. I'll see you tomorrow night on Night Talk with Joe Rocks. But Friday night, I'll be back on for my show, Straight Talk with Matt Hazley. So thanks for everybody tuning in. Thanks all of you on Facebook Live. And everybody have a great night, and we'll see you Friday.